Am I live? I should look to see. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Hopefully somebody is here. We'll see. Tonight, you guys, I wanted you guys to meet all the instructors for the Crafting to Create Summit. And I should have named it something besides Summit because that sounds so corporate, doesn't it? It's kind of a craft party. We're all going to hang out. We're going to learn new stuff um, and all the things. Okay, so I'm streaming. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody on and I'm going to have them introduce themselves. Um, and when Liz gets here, we'll bring her. Well, let me see. When Liz gets here, we'll bring her on too. So let's start with, we'll start with Jane, our fearless leader.
Wait, I thought you were the fearless leader.
Well, we're all in your mastermind, right?
Yeah, true.
Right.
True.
So yeah, you're all of our fearless leader. I'm just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Well, thanks. So I'm Jane Galante. I am a transformational coach, and I'm really excited to be part of the summit with all of these amazing ladies that are here with me tonight. So yeah, what else do you want me to say?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever you guys want to say. I'm sorry, I'm not a good planner.
Okay. I guess I could talk about my class. I'm teaching a transformational art journaling class about fear.
Yeah, I love it. I'm so glad you agreed to come because so often we are our own barriers, right? We let our own fear keep us from doing the things that we want to do. And so I'm so grateful that you're here and we get to start out kind of addressing those limiting beliefs early on so that for the rest of the time, we're open to do whatever.
Yeah, I think a lot of people stop themselves from creating. They don't think they can create, or if it doesn't turn out perfect, that they can't even start, or if they make a little mistake, that it's ruined, So I want to just clear those beliefs, help everyone clear those beliefs. Let me kind of rephrase that and start off the summit in a way where you're not afraid to try some of the things, some of the classes that these creators are bringing.
Yes. Oh, Liz is here. Hey.
Hi, I was having a hard time, but now
I'm
here.
sorry.
No,
You're here. You're good.
My computer wouldn't access my messenger messages, so I'm on my tablet, but it works.
We're making it work.
We're making it work.
Hey, Luann. Thanks for joining us. Let's do Michelle next. Sorry.
I am doing
well, who are you and what's your business, Michelle?
Oh, thank you. My name's Michelle, and my business name is My Shell Bell Creations, Shell Bell's Creative Studio. Facebook just hasn't got that memo quite yet, so it's still My Shell Bell Creations right now. And I have a monthly subscription paper pack that I send out every month. And I had a hailstorm last month, and the roofers are nailing away up there, if you can hear that. But that is definitely my passion. The group of women that I have currently, there's several that have been there for 2 years, since the very first pack. And I love curating that, putting it together, styling it, and all of that. So the course I'm doing is about making your journal flow, making it cohesive. It's not about constructing the journal. I'll show you. This is the journal that I do in the course. And the swag is a little bit more in detail about some of the elements that you see when I'm going through the flow. But for the VIPs, you get a little extra.
Ooh, nice.
You get a little extra.
I like it. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Jerry. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate your being here. I'm not seeing any comments from Facebook. That's so weird. But, Michelle is here. Hey, Michelle. Let's see. Who wants to go next? Does somebody want to volunteer to go next? Thank you, Michelle.
Michelle is here.
Leilani.
Hi. All right, I'll go. I'm Leilani Pounders with Painted Raven Studio, and I'm a furniture canvas artist. Lately, I've been focusing more on acrylics, and the class I'll be teaching is called Fearless Faces, and it will be a Modigliani-inspired face using 5 colors, and that's what makes this fearless, is that by limiting your palette to only 5 colors, 2 of which will be white and black,
Oh, wow.
you'll get, this is what will be showing right here. 5 colors for just one painting, and do the flesh colors too, which is scary for people. So if you are new to being an artist, you've wanted to try it, you're not sure where to start, this will be a really good class for you. 5 colors is all you need. I'll be using Golden High Flow acrylics, but you can use regular acrylics, and I'll address that in the tutorial too. So my VIP swag is a tutorial on how to make your own DIY wet palette for acrylic paints because they dry so fast. It's a really, you can do it yourself. Super easy, not expensive, because wet palettes are expensive. And this will keep your acrylics wet while you're trying to work with them so they don't just dry out. So anyway, I think a lot of people will like that, especially if you're new, nervous about maybe doing faces. Modigliani did this kind of simple, kind of long, he had a lot of techniques such as the long face, long neck, and the eyes. And I think this is a good place to start, and will kind of help the artist and the creative take the next step into what they want to move into with acrylic painting.
I love it. I love it. I love it that it's a simplified version, right? So you guys don't have to be scared, right? Because it's only 5 colors.
5
right?
colors, 2 of which one is white and one is black. So you
Oh,
only need
it's like
3 other colors.
3 colors. Yeah.
All of that painting came from just 5 colors. So.
I want to say that Wanda in the comments says, I'm seriously considering signing up. So I want to ask, why haven't you already?
Do it, Wanda.
It's only $9.99.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Get in, girl. You would
And
never find, like, if you went to an in-person class, you would never find this for $9.90. It'd probably be $999.
yeah. And you know, when I created the summit, I really did want people to participate because, and Jane knows this because Jane helps me keep my mind right, y'all. Because you know we can talk ourselves out of stuff really easy, and so when I started my art journey, like my classical art journey over here, I'm used to like creating all the time. I have been dealing with my own blocks and my own telling myself I can't do that, or you start doing something and it feels good and it looks good, and then that scares you and you freeze, right? So I think a lot of people who started with me are ready to move on to the next thing, but they're just not sure where to start. And so the low price is really because I wanted you guys to say yes to yourselves, to say yes to this experience, because honestly, even online, any one of these courses would be anywhere between $50 to $75 just for one of them. And you guys are literally getting access to all 7 for $9.99.
Can I add one other thing I wanted to mention, because this is Fearless Faces? I also included the template of the face. So I walk them through drawing it, but I'm also going to give you the template. If this scares you to the point where you don't even want to try to draw it on your own, you'll get the template to just to do it. So,
Be able to do it. That's awesome.
Taking it to the basic level there. So
you can do it. I love it. Yeah, Wanda said she's seriously considering signing up. Do it, Wanda. Pam can't wait to take the classes. Michelle says, Leilani, those eyes that you are painting are gorgeous. She put a star emoji, but I'm going to say gorgeous is what that means. And so let me see, Robin. I put you in the middle, Robin.
Okay. Hi, I'm Robin, and my business name is Robin's Creative Reclaim. Well, I used to be Genesis Harmony, but the reason I changed my name is because I feel like at this point in my life, it's time to reclaim some things, ladies. It's really time to reclaim things that we've lost, that we've given so much to our families and to others, and now it's time to reclaim things for ourselves. One of the things that I love to do is reclaim clothing as well. Ever since I was a kid, I've been sewing and making costumes for my kids and home decor and things like that. So in my class, we're going to be upcycling or creating wearable art. And
That
there's
is
a
so
sneak
fabulous.
peek of the
Ooh.
jean jacket that we'll be creating. We'll be using Royce's decoupage papers on this jacket and some IOD paint inlays to give you a couple of different ways that you could upcycle your own jean jackets. So I take it step by step, show you the products that I use and exactly why I use the products that I've chosen. What else can I say about this
That's
jacket?
good. And your tutorial is super detailed, right? So
Probably too detailed.
well, I don't know. I don't think it can be too detailed. I just want people to know that these are not going to be like, sometimes when you join like a summit, right? Everybody comes on and they give like a really high level version of what they do, right? And so you get like a little snippet of what they do, and then if you want more, you have to go to those people, and that isn't what this is. Like
Right.
these are whole classes. I want to say ASS, but I'm trying not to. I don't know what's happened to me lately.
Well, one of the things that I know, my mom is a fine artist. She's a wood carver. And as a youngster, I used to be so intimidated because she is so super talented. And I was intimidated. And I went to school first for architecture and then for graphic design because I thought, well, I can just use everybody else's art and paste it into my designs, right? Because I'm a graphic designer. And if you're afraid of doing the art thing, this is so easy with the decoupage paper and the paint inlays, and you end up looking like you're like the most talented artist on the planet because these products are so easy to use.
Yes, and that's what you want. Is so. I know that through my own journey, most of you who've been with me for a while, you guys were with my journey with my mom. You guys may have remembered my mom talking behind the camera. And I took care of my mom. And my creative outlet is really what kept me sane during those years, right? So creativity is so meaningful. And it breaks my heart that people deny themselves the opportunity because they don't think that they're either allowed to do it, that it's for somebody else, that it's only something for, a few people,
I'd love to add to that if I could, Royce.
please.
So I think what we're looking for is the feeling we get when we create, right? It feels so good and we lose the hours and all of a sudden we look up and we're, oh my gosh, it's 4:00 already. What happened to the day? So we're really looking for that feeling. And when we deny ourselves that, we're just really stomping our own selves down. And really it's detaching from the outcome. Like if you make something that you don't like, what does that matter?
Yeah.
Paint over it.
Right? You can paint over it, put one of Royce's papers over it, and then it's instantly pretty after that, right? So
Right.
it's really just detaching from the result and attaching yourself to the feeling, the way it feels when you create. That's why we love it. It's so good.
Yes.
Right. And many of us, like you, Royce, are right now, I'm in the middle of taking care of my parents too. And when I go do my art, it is definitely something that is so needed because sometimes I want to bang my head against a really soft wall because I can't afford to hurt myself. But yeah, especially when they're putting stuff in the microwave and trying to burn my house down.
Oh no. Yes.
Oh.
Now I want to get Liz while she's here. I know she's over. I know. Hopefully you're on. And Liz, just tell us who you are, tell us about your business, and then what you're going to do.
All right. My name is Liz Dvorak, and I am from Afton, Minnesota. I have a Afton Creative Arts Studio here in our tiny little village that sits right on the St. Croix River. It's a beautiful, sweet town, and I hope everybody comes to visit me there one day soon. But until then, if you take this class, my session is called, I'm going to show you a version. Here's a version of the finish.
Beautiful.
And I want to show you this because this is a way, and I'll talk about this in my VIP, but also it's just a way to take an 8x10 canvas and give it a lot more presence on your wall so that, you know, as we practice and we create our designs, we get to hang them up and we can trade them out with different ones. I think that's an added bonus. So my class is called Positively Negative, and it makes use of negative space painting. Now, if you don't know what that is, it might sound hard, or I don't know, just as something, but it is so simple. I mean, negative space painting just means you paint around your design, and it can be used for so many, many images. So in my class, and I am somewhat long-winded, so I will tell you, you're going to get a full class when you subscribe here. From each one of us, you're getting a darn full class.
Yeah.
My class has a workbook. I'm just a frustrated teacher, period. So you've got all the workbooks, all the examples, all of the stencils that you will need. You'll print yourself and cut them from cardstock. I tried very hard to make this approachable for anyone at any level. Like Leilani said, you know, she used high flow golden paints. I used a mishmash of whatever that I had, because an assumption I'm making is if you're interested in this class, you probably have a lot of paint somewhere. Use what you have, use the colors that you have. I give an option of creating the image on a canvas or on a cradled wood board. And we start out just almost literally flinging paint around, and we talk about all the different ways that we can just get an interesting, colorful, fascinating background. And I'm going to say that's the most freeing and funnest part of it, is just playing with color, getting colors down on your surface, and being completely free. If you don't like it, you keep going. There's one of my favorite online teachers used to always say, "You're not done yet. You don't like it? You're not done yet."
I like that.
And I remember it all the time. It's like, "Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I just did that." It's like, it's okay. Keep going. And, you know, sometimes walk away. Sometimes push on through and listen to your voice. If it's telling you push, walk away, do whatever, and eventually you will have your, what I call the chaos layer, done. And after that, we get into some kind of fine tuning and reining in so that you don't just have chaos, you have chaos at the base. And I think a lot of us could identify with that in our lives too.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
It's just crazy. And it's okay that it's crazy, but maybe we reach a point that we want to rein it in and put more of our perceptions in it, more things that we like, and just kind of settle it down. So that is the follow-on. for my VIP bonus, I am including some of the chaos layers that I made for this class, and I have them in all sorts of colorways. So I will provide a little workbook that includes some of those chaos layers that you could print and rip up and use in your design if you so choose, or you'll just have them forever to use for whatever you want. The stencils are included, and my example here, right, is a butterfly. I always like to provide options for people who maybe don't want to do just what I do. So in this class, you have stencils for 2 dogs, 1 cat, a sea turtle, and a butterfly. But they're all very simple, just an outline. You can cut them with scissors, or an X-Acto knife works beautifully. It's very simple stuff. And you're gonna have fun, and you're gonna be blown away by what you can create if you'll just listen to yourself and do what you like. It's going to work out, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I'm excited to take the classes. Can I just say that?
I am as well. I am so excited to take everyone's classes. So,
and
I'm
see a
signed
couple
up.
people from my membership here. I am so glad you're teaching this class, because every time I go at my painting with like roller brayer to cover stuff up, they yell at me.
Oh,
I forgot to show my project, so here it is.
that's
So
beautiful.
pretty.
So
You guys are showing me up. I don't
yeah,
know.
and then my VIP is actually an extra transformational art journaling class. So that's free for the VIPs, and that's a good one too.
And so you keep hearing us talking about the VIP swag bag. So as for the base course, each instructor is going to have something for you, a printable, different things that's going to help you be successful in their class. But for our VIPs who upgrade, you get access to the course. So for the base course, we're going to drop a class every day for 7 days, right? And then 7 days after that, you still have time to go back and review the course. And then that's it, because it's only $9.99. But if you want to have access for the full year, then you can upgrade to $45 for the VIP. But the VIPs are also getting like a virtual swag bag. And in that swag bag, they're going to have additional resources above and beyond the ones that come with just the basic course. And so I'm going to tell you guys, when I bug these ladies to come and to be a part of this project, I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect them to come with just the quality and the value that they have brought to this project. I just want to thank you guys so much, because each and every one of you have come up with something above and beyond what I ever imagined that you'd be willing to offer for this summit. So I am like sincerely grateful. Thank you so much.
So I want to talk about Kim's feathers.
Oh, I know. Kim, I'm sorry, Kim.
That's all right, Royce.
I was gonna make my way back around. It's because you're little.
I'm just gonna fly on in with my class.
Yes, please fly on in with your class. Thank you, Jane.
So I'm Kimberly Sminky of Lolly Doodle Studios, and I am an acrylic and a watercolor artist who also enjoys brush lettering, but I'm also a teaching artist, and I love to teach others to not only just create pretty things, but to really experience the peace that a paintbrush can bring you, right? So when I was thinking about this as a class, what I was going to teach, feathers came to mind. So this is what I will be teaching for the course. And 3 feathers. All you need is a set of watercolor, 3 colors and a brush, and we are going to find that piece in a paintbrush, right? I love watercolor. It makes me stop and realize that I can't control my life. You know, it makes me take that step back. And it's almost, you know, artists sometimes say, or people will say, like, well, that's just as about as fun as watching paint dry. The whole point of watercolor to me is that moment when the colors are shifting. So this is called the color shift feathers. And I'm going to teach you how to allow the water to do the work for you and to shift all of your colors together. So
It's beautiful.
thank
And
you.
I cannot wait because you already know I have plans for my feathers.
Yes, and I was gonna say my I've upgraded my swag. Not only are you going to get a workbook with this, just with this class. So if you don't draw and you don't know how to draw a feather, it's fine. I'm going to give you the 3 feathers for you to trace onto watercolor paper, and then you do the swag. I'm going to give you actually 2 things. I'm going to give you a printable with ideas to use your feathers beyond just the paper. So things that you can do with the feathers after you've painted them. And just so you know, there's no 2 feathers ever alike, right? And you'll never get 2 watercolor paintings alike either. So I love that bit of uniqueness. But I'm going to give you some ideas of what you can do with your feathers, but also to push you further in your watercolor journey. I'm going to give you another video on how to paint the perfect peony.
Ooh, I need that one too. I need all these classes.
Callie has asked how to upgrade.
Yes, I was just gonna say. So Callie's asking, how do you pay for the upgrade? So if you guys are already registered for the base course, once we let everybody into the group, we'll put information in there letting you know how you can upgrade, and then we'll also be sending out emails with additional information on how to upgrade. And then Cindy is asking, how do you sign up for this amazing summit? So if you put hashtag summit in the comments, you guys will get a message. Oh man, wait. If you're on Facebook, you can put a hashtag summit and you'll automatically get a message. If you are on YouTube, you can go to roycycledacademy.com and you guys will see the summit there. Or if you leave me a comment on this video, I'll comment and I'll give you the link so that you can sign up. Oh, wait. Oh, there's Rima. Exciting. Yeah, Rima. This is going to make you paint over your stuff. So anyways, I'm sorry. I got a little carried away with the comments, but I wanted to go to the comments. Those feathers are gorgeous, Chris Schmidt says. Let's see. East Texas says, I create furniture and home decor. You know, I want to say the thing that I love about creativity and the way that my mind works is that I don't really have strict boxes for my stuff, right? Like, I think needlepoint can be included in a fine art piece. I believe that, you know, learning how to paint, you can use it on art, you can use it on furniture, you can use it on home decor. Like everything that you're going to learn during this summit, you can take those things and you can apply them to any kind of creativity that you're doing. And that's the beauty of it. To me, that's the beauty of it. I watch all kinds of creative people do all kinds of stuff, and I steal ideas too from people. You know, I watch people throw clay. I watch people do paint nails, the nail artists. There are so many ideas out there, and they're not just in the little thing that we do. I'm a serial crafter.
Royce, I have to hop off, but I just want to say thanks again for inviting me to the summit, and I can't wait to see everybody in there.
Thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate it.
Bye.
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 And I wanted to ask, we have some people here. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have questions about the summit? Do you have questions about how it works? You want to make sure, Georgianne, and put hashtag summit. So your hashtag, the number sign summit, all in one word, so that you get the message. I mean, I'll send it to you. Otherwise, I should put it in here. Let me see if I can find it. I should have been prepared. but I wasn't. Was there anything that you ladies wanted to share that we don't know yet? Or that maybe if someone is on the fence about signing up, what do you want to tell them?
I would want to tell them to there are so many different projects here, right? Each one of us has nothing is the same, right? And I know, just like for myself with watercolor, there is so much fear that people hold towards watercolor. And I know that myself and all of you have done an amazing job of breaking things down so that it's doable for everyone. And you don't have to be, quote unquote, a skilled artist or a trained classic artist to be an artist. You don't need to know all the fancy terminology. All you need is that first step to just try it, right? Because it's about the feeling that we get when we're doing it more than it is about the finished thing, you know?
Yes.
So I would just tell everyone, for $9.99, like, I can't buy a new watercolor brush for that, you know? Even the upgrade, it's the projects in here they're worth every bit of the upgrade.
You guys really outdid yourselves, like, honestly. And when I say how grateful I am not being like, I am so serious, because each and every one of you, like, you all brought it.
We're leaving it on the field, Royce. We're leaving it on the
Yeah,
field.
I love it.
I
Let's
want
see,
to add
Remus
one
was-
thing, if
Yes.
I may, to what Kim, just kind of adding on to what Kim was saying. And something that I have learned in my advanced years is that everything is easy. Everything is easy if you know how. If someone
Yes.
will just show you how. You can do AI if someone shows you how. You can paint beautiful watercolor feathers because Kimberly is going to show us how. And the other thing is realizing that the most complex, interesting, fascinating pieces of work, pieces of art, they just come together, one little stroke, one little layer, one thing on top of another, until you're happy with what you're getting. So we don't jump right in from, here's a white canvas and now we do a couple of things and it's done. It takes a bit, but it isn't difficult. It's just it's a rich process. It's like,
Yes.
I also love to cook. And it's like creating your own art is equivalent to making your own stock from your own bones and vegetables. It adds so much richness to what you're doing, and you're just doing little bits, little things at a time, and you'll blow yourself away. I know that everyone watching this is capable of that and is capable of enjoying the heck out of themselves while they get into it. So
In the process.
yes.
Now, Georgianne has a question. She says, I came across in the middle. So $9.99, so $9.99 is for all of you guys, or is it for each class? It's for all of us. It's for all of the classes. So for $9.99, I'm going to show you guys, because somebody asked about the schedule as well. And so this is the schedule, you guys, starting on October 21st. Every day, each instructor's video is going to drop onto the dashboard. And we're also going to put it in a Facebook group, just because I know you guys like to hang out. So we'll have a Facebook group on Facebook, but you can also log in and your videos will be there on your dashboard. So every day you'll come and there'll be a new video, and next to that video will be all of the downloads that go with that video. And so that's going to be for 7 days. You'll have something every day. And then after the 7 days, you'll have a week to go back and replay, or if you missed one, you can go back and watch it. But for the $9.99, at the end of that 7th day, everything shuts down. That's it. So you have access to everything, but it's only for a short amount of time. So for the upgrade, you have access to it for the full year, and we have additional resources. So you have like a swag bag, additional videos, additional downloads, additional printables will be available. And so this, and again, I was talking to Jane about the price because I think the price kind of scares people away. You know, my grandpa used to say, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people feel that way because it's only $9.99. But honestly, I am on a mission. Look, I'm gonna quote Loki from I know. I have been burdened with a glorious purpose, and that purpose is to get people to allow themselves to art. Wherever you are in your creative journey, doesn't matter how much you know, you can absolutely create. And the idea that there are only a select few people who get to experience art or who get to create, or that you have to be born a certain way, is hogwash. I'm telling you guys from my experience, it is absolute hogwash. It is a teachable skill like anything else. And
Can
all
I?
you need to do is open up and say yes to yourself. I'm sorry. Yes,
No,
Michelle.
I just want to add that I know because I'm the grandma that has all the paints and all the things and all the stuff. And I don't have to, my grandkids, I don't have to teach them. They're not afraid of the supplies.
Yeah.
They dive right in there. They're not worried about messing up. They're not worried about making a mistake. They're not worried about anything. And sometimes when I sit back and watch them, I'm just in awe because we assign this, you know, these supplies are precious, or, you know, and they don't have to be. It's fun. Have fun. Think about your favorite time when you were in school and you got to, you know, you got to have the paints, you got to cut, you got to do all those things, and do that. Just do that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Seriously. I I can't remember their name. There's some artists on Instagram that I follow, and they show you how to like create this art piece, right? But they always start the background with their kids. And so I was like, oh, that's so fun. So I took some paper and taped it down on the table. And with my grandson one day, we both made these papers. His came out so much better than mine.
And there's like a long story, but the gist of it is where this little girl's talking to her dad and she's asking him, what do you do for a living? And he says, I'm an art teacher. And she doesn't understand. And he says, well, I teach people art. And she said, you mean they forget?
Mhm.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
the stuff. That's the stuff.
Yeah.
That is the stuff.
I do. I think we all do forget as we grow. You know, when we were younger, that we didn't have all this fear. It was either given to us from someone else saying that's wrong. You know, I remember being a child at the table and I just loved having a paint by number set, you know, but it was this, don't get it on here. Don't do it wrong. Don't go out, you know, and I just love now, like, give yourself permission to make the mistakes, go outside the lines, try it, and have fun. You know, that fearless.
Yes.
Mhm.
I laugh because I used to paint furniture. It's funny, I don't think people know that now. I haven't done it in such a long time. And I remember I was painting this piece of furniture. It was white because I was just starting and everybody was painting furniture white. So I was painting this piece of furniture white and I had decoupaged it and it was like done. And all I needed to do was seal it. So I picked up a can of spray paint because I was just starting out. Is before I discovered all the chalk paints and stuff. And I sprayed. Well, the can had a clear top on it, but it was freaking blue spray paint. Oh my gosh. Y'all know I cried, right? So I'm like wiping at it while I'm crying, right? And I get it all done. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I lied to you not. That finish was the most popular finish I sold for like a year and a half. That mistake turned into like a signature finish for me when I sold furniture. So sometimes that mistake just becomes a discovery.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't have discovered it if you hadn't been brave enough to just do the thing.
Just play.
Yeah.
Yes. Georgina's asking, are these going to be live where you interact? Or are they going to be pre-recorded? They're going to be pre-recorded videos, and there's a couple of reasons why I did this. Pre-recorded videos enables us to be able to be really succinct with our instruction. And I'm going to tell you guys now, these are not 5-minute classes. Like, these are like classes. And so they are edited and they're shortened into bite sizes because I wanted them to be manageable for you. But if you're inside the Facebook group, there's going to be a lot of engagement in the group. So right now we have over 100 people signed up for the summit. And so there's going to be a lot of energy inside of that group. We're going to be sharing our projects. I'm going to be doing some giveaways every day for those of you who try, and you can show pictures of your projects. And I really do want this to be an experience. And so I called it a summit, and I shouldn't have named it a summit. That sounds like something clinical and corporate, doesn't it? It's more like a party. I'm serious. It's an art party. And so we're going to be inside the group. There's going to be a lot of interaction, but the videos themselves, you guys are going to have so that you can watch them. Let's see. Liz said she has a workbook and stencils to download for the class. Are there directions for us to go to be able to download everything we need for all the classes prior to the class? Yes, Callie. The way that my system is set up, it'll be like right there. You'll be literally clicking it and downloading it. So it's not going to be super arduous for you to be able to access any of the resources. They'll be there. Luann, what are you going to be teaching? Why are you calling me out, Luann? So, because I do not have a sample for my project yet. I was telling the ladies before we came on, my project keeps evolving. I have a problem. My mind continuously, what's the word I'm looking for? She just can't rest. She keeps making up stuff. But I will give you an overview of the class. I'm going to be doing a collage. And this is a collage that I've done. You guys won't be it won't be like this many pieces. It'll be simpler. But I'm going to teach it in a new way. And it's going to be in a way that I haven't taught anywhere else yet either. That's another reason why I kind of don't want to share. So we're going to be doing a collage. I'm going to have printables. So you guys will have several printables because I know, like Liz, I feel like when you pick something like a butterfly or a bird, that those kind of images carry imagery, right? It's not just a butterfly or just a bird. So I want to make sure that I have things that you can choose from that mean something to you. So we'll have printables for you guys to do your collages, and it'll all be cut out and numbered. So it'll be super easy for you to put your collage together. And for the swag bag, I'm going to have an additional video showing you how to do a background collage. And I'm going to show you guys how to use the software on your phone to turn any photo into a collage so that you guys can make your own collages. And so that's what I'll be doing for my class. Pivot. Oh, okay. Sorry. That sounds boring, doesn't it? I'm sorry. I'm excited though.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to take all the other to see everybody's.
Everything.
Yeah.
I've been watching the ladies in the quilting. See, I told you guys I watch other people. So I watched this one lady over on Instagram, and she has these trouts, and she has all these pieces of fabric that she like together, and then she sews them. And I'm like, oh. So I've come up with a way for us to be able to do that with paper. I'm excited. I'm just saying.
I was going to say, I think Royce is going to go buy a sewing machine.
No, it's not going to be a sewing machine. I'm telling you. I have not seen anyone else do what I'm going to be teaching, and I certainly haven't taught it anywhere else. So like and this is what I love about creativity, right? I saw somebody quilting, and they have this process, and I'm inspired by it, like wholly inspired by it. But I can't do what she does on my paper, so I have to figure it out. So my process is completely different than what they're doing, but it's kind of the same. I was laughing watching you, Michelle. I think I got a glimpse of you making a Volkswagen yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh. See, it's in the ethos. I feel like creativity lives like in this realm, right? And
And
any
it's so
ideas that
everything right now, it's all about reclaiming and repurposing and so like making something beautiful out of pieces of something else. It's just
yes.
and it transcends across like Lonnie's, Robin's, Liz, like what you learn in Liz's you can take with you to the next course, even though they're completely different,
Yeah. And it's taking those pieces, right? Because if we craft, we know we have pieces. And being able to repurpose them and to utilize them. So Callie has a question. Will we have access to everyone's downloads in day 1 or before? That's a really good question, Callie, because you guys will have access to the downloads when the course goes up. And the reason why we're only doing 1 course a day is because I wanted it to be like a slower pace, right? I didn't want it to be like all the classes all on day 1 with all the resources. That's not the energy that we want. So you guys will have access to the downloads on the day. And I mean, I'm going to have everything automated. So the class will be available like first thing that morning. So on Monday's class will drop first thing that morning. And so you can go on and you can get access to all of your downloads and everything. And you'll have that whole day to watch the video, to work on the project if you want to. And then you guys also have a whole week after everyone's classes drop that you'll also have an opportunity to do classes.
And she's doing giveaways, Callie. You do the
I know,
do the project on day
project.
1. You can maybe you can, and you're lucky. So Callie's lucky. She's always winning everything.
Oh, is Callie lucky?
She
I
is.
had a friend like that. Every time we would go somewhere, she would win something. I'm going through the comments really quickly. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. I want to make sure we answer everyone's question. So
I would say that if I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say if you tag us, because like as it goes on and you tag us, like we'll answer your questions.
Oh yes.
Just tag each of us. I know that we'd be happy to
do that. That's a very good point. Thank you, Michelle. Luann is asking, I tried to sign up for the Facebook page a few days ago, but it's still pending. That's a very good point. I'm glad you brought that up. There's nothing in there yet. Like the summit starts on the 21st. We're going to let you guys in before that, but I don't want to let anybody in way early because there's literally nothing in there yet. The first class drops on the 21st. And so that's kind of when everything starts. So we'll let you in a couple of days before that because I want to make sure that everyone's in the group. But right now, everyone is pending to get into the group. So we'll let you guys in soon. I promise. Oh, there's a private chat? Oh, that's
Somebody made it mention that they wanted to see the projects. They missed the beginning.
Of everyone's projects. You guys want to show your projects just one more time before we wrap up? Because I know people are kind of coming on. I'm excited to take these classes, y'all. Oh, wait. Let me get my project. I know. Let me do I should do a screenshot. Hold on. Oh, man, I can't do it with one hand. Can I do it? Oh, you don't need to see mine. Oh, perfect. Jane's not here. And so one of our instructors left early, too. So you guys, seriously, 7 days, 7 full classes. So these are not like snippets or classes or super high level, informative classes. These are hands-on, step-by-step classes that you guys get. And legitimately, the price is only low because I want you to say yes. That's it. That's why it's low. And so I'm hoping that you'll say yes to yourself and that you'll come hang out with us and come create. And each and every one of these ladies is really passionate about teaching. That's the other part. Any last comments? You guys are quiet. I know I talk a lot.
I just want to say thank you, Royce, for the opportunity and for
thank you.
Always sharing so generously your passion to bring more of us into the fold of creating where, you know, everyone is welcome. We're not trying to make people the same, and there's no need for comparison because we each have what we're going to bring to the table, and it's all valuable. And Royce, you represent that in everything you do, and I appreciate that so much that I'm just thrilled to be a part of this. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, all you beautiful ladies, for what you're bringing, and it's going to be fun.
Mhm.
So awesome. And these ladies have already done all the work, y'all. So I'm excited. Now I got to get to work on my back end and make sure everything is done, but it is all good. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for agreeing and saying yes to my madness. And thank all of you who came to join us tonight, you guys. If you know somebody who would benefit from this project or from this summit, make sure and share with them. If you have a friend who's struggling creatively, maybe they've reached a creative block, maybe they used to create a long time ago and they finally have time to create and they're not sure where to start. This is a really good starting point because there is just the diversity in projects and approaches and materials it's so good. It is so good. So whether it's you that's been stuck and you need need some jumper cables to get you started, or if you haven't, created in a really long time and you're kind of just coming back to yourself and your desire to do that, this is an awesome place to start. And you don't have to keep all the things. You go to all the classes, you keep the things that you find valuable, and you move forward, and hopefully you'll be charged and recharged for your journey. So I think that's it. All right. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a blessed night and keep a lookout. I'll be posting more updates as the week goes. And go ahead and request entry into the group, and we will let you guys in the group in a few days. I promise. Scouts honor.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.